Hello everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Star Trek Judgment Rites. We are now in the final episode of the game, in which after we found out what that ship, the Compassion, was doing, was actually a final test by the Brassica, and now they transport us to this strange region of space, apparently to do more tests to see if we are worthy to have contact with them. Let's look around.
Dim colors swirl in all directions, so indistinct in form and pattern as to be unsure anything's there.
Oh, I gotta fix my text real quick. That's annoying.
The communications officer carefully controls her reactions and observes everything. The science officer is intrigued, but wary of an area which fails to conform to the precepts of Euclidean space.
Okay.
A Klingon, self-assured in his power, yet not arrogant. His expression is unreadable. The captain seems edgy, alert to danger. The doctor is queasy from the bizarre distortion of space around him.
Bet also just them standing there where all the stars and everything must make them feel really strange.
A quite alien-looking being, its greenish skin hinting a plant phylogeny. Large eyes set well to either side of the head suggest a creature whose ancestors were more prey than predator. A third central eye augments 3D vision. A vibrating tympanum looking like an open mouth is the sound-producing organ. The brightly colored combs on its head might be personal adornment, rank significators, or tribal markings.
I'll see that. Let's scan and see if... it's acting really weird for a moment.
A sophisticated projected image similar to those on Onius 2.
Yeah, Onius 2 was where those single-celled organisms were at.
Nothing unusual about that object, Captain.
I'm trying to have him scan the area. Come on.
An elaborate system is projecting these images, Captain. I speculate the Brassican heroes, the Gerent, confronted surreal perils.
Okay. It's acting really slow for some reason.
The Brassica are calling the tune and expecting us to dance, Captain. It might be undignified, but all of us can make valid, responsible choices and stand by the consequences.
Captain, even though isolated, the Brassica are quite advanced. It's certain their insights will be unusual and enlightening. The logical course is to establish a dialogue.
I am grateful you included me, Captain. Representing the Klingon Empire, I believe we must not be cowed. Passivity may be regarded as undesirable to them.
But aggressiveness may not be so desired either.
Everyone all right?
So Kirk asks.
If I was meeting us, I'd be skittish too. We've gone this far, there's no sense in quitting now.
Okay, everybody's willing to go along.
Captain Kirk, I am here. Are you ready?
Our mandate is to seek out new life, new civilizations. If we must do so on your terms, we will. Explain yourself. We're not rats to run mazes. We deserve to know what you want. We welcome contact with the new race, but you try our patience. No more tests or we'll leave. Now.
Yeah, this will basically make the mission fail.
Our mandate is to seek out new life, new civilizations. If we must do so on your terms, we will.
Listen. We have modified our legends by what we understand of your species. You will be asked a question and may discuss it. Only one person may answer. Begin.
What? That's weird looking.
I make the first query. It is that question posed to the heroic companions we call the Gerund. Answer this. Who among you may go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life? You may talk. I will withdraw until you choose to speak with me. Remember, only one of you may reply.
My mouse is having, it seems to be sluggish. Everything else seems to be running fine, but...
One of the strangest projections you've ever seen.
Come on.
The lieutenant seems to be in deep thought. The Vulcan is fully engaged in analytical thought.
Come on.
The Klingon's eyes assess each person in turn, leaving a sense of judgment failed at every hand.
Come on. After this Let's Play, I'm gonna have to check out why it's down there. Maybe I have some windows open or something that's slowing down the computer.
The good doctor ruminates.
Man.
The captain thinks about options the Brassica haven't anticipated.
The Brassican's question is not, properly speaking, a riddle. A riddle has a right and a wrong answer. This is more philosophical, with many possible answers.
Then how can we possibly answer correctly, Spock? Or can we?
One answer will seem more satisfactory than all others, Captain.
At least we can eliminate you, Spock, from this horse race. I don't see any right answer for you to be the person who would go to the greatest pain in the pursuit of life.
On the contrary, Doctor. Respect for all living things is fundamental to Vulcan philosophy. A rigorous adherence, unlike humans' variable justifications.
You aren't suggesting, Spock, that you're the right choice.
I believe I may be, Doctor. The Brassicans may agree.
I believe I'm the obvious answer to this question. I'm a ship's captain. 430 lives depend on me, on my every decision. Our mission is, in part, to seek out new life, new civilizations, so it comes down to me.
Am I any different? Does not my crew live or die on my decisions? I explore space for the Klingon Empire!
A starship captain stands as representative of the United Federation of Planets. Many races, whose goals and visions for the future are pursued together. Who shoulders the greater weight, Captain Clark?
No one has ever accused you of modesty, Kirk. See it as you will. You, surrounded by your fellow humans and officers, or me, the sole representative of my empire.
I may not be Vulcan, but I'm the logical choice. Who goes through more pains in pursuit of life than a doctor?
I am the right choice, Kirk, and I'm certain you understand why.
Actually, the right choice will be coming up right here.
Gentlemen, I think you may be overlooking a fundamental difference between me and everyone else here. I am the only female, the only one capable of bringing forth new life. That qualifies me as the one among us who might go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life.
Jim, it's evident that each of us believes we're the right choice. I'm reasonably sure I'm the person they have in mind, but I can see everyone can make a case for themselves.
As indeed we have, Doctor.
I fail to see how further discussion will alter the situation. Either you must come to some decision, weighing the strength of individual opinions,
Or I get some hints out of our green host.
Let me say this real quick. I want to see if I could actually...
Save new. Replace previous game.
See if I could talk to the Brassican real quick.
We have our answer. Are you ready to hear it? We have questions to ask. We have our answer. Are you ready to... We have questions to ask.
Very well. Ask.
What consequences result from an incorrect answer?
The overall test will likely continue, Captain. This is one phase, and we are examining the whole.
What if I were to declare that there's not one right answer, but many?
There is just one answer we would consider wholly correct, Captain Kirk.
In reality, you expect us to answer two questions. What we think is right, and what you think is right. We're ready with our answer. In reality, you expect us to answer two questions. What we think is right, and what you think is right. What consequence... You are clearly a race who values fairness. Shouldn't we have more information before we try to answer? What consequences result from an incorrect answer? You are clearly a race who values fairness. Shouldn't we have more information before we try to answer?
Very well.
No. It was agreed they shouldn't be given special assistance.
Their complaint is valid. Different species think differently. A hint seems appropriate.
They must show the faculties to think through problems.
Shows there's more voices there.
Well, Captain, are you positive you want a hint?
Yes. No, don't bother. We'll give our answer now.
Let the one who would answer be the next one to talk.
Don't think we need a hint there. We know the pretty much the right answer is what Yahura said.
Alone among the people here, I am female and capable of childbearing. The nurturing of a new life remains a uniquely female labor. Certainly, I am the one among us who might go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life.
Your answer is accepted. However, this is not to say whether this answer is right or wrong.
I took her.
Where's he gone?
Kirk doesn't sound very... He doesn't sound very distressed. Where's she gone?
The next question awaits, Captain Kirk. You are nothing like the Gerund, who hold a special place in our memories. The second question: who among you wrestles most intensely with the chaos of life? Talk amongst yourselves. I will answer questions if I can. In the end, only one may reply.
One of the strangest projections you...
It's basically the same thing every time.
Emotions are not apparent, but clearly his mind is racing. Captain Kirk looks ready to explode with intensity. The Klingon is paying very close attention to all that occurs. Dr. McCoy feels slightly out of his depth.
Let's talk.
As with the previous question, this is a question of judgment, Captain.
Meaning there's no right or wrong answer.
I suspect that Brassica would disagree with you, Captain. There is likely a specific answer they expect. I can only speculate.
And?
Each of us can best make his or her own case. As science officer, I believe myself likely. It is the very heart of science to attempt to comprehend the fundamentally chaotic nature of the universe.
Chaotic? If the universe wasn't ordered, we couldn't make sense of it, Spock.
As you are certainly aware, Doctor, chaos defines the very nature of patterns. However, this does not mean random.
Yeah. There's just so many chaotic things happening in the universe. I mean, we understand what's going on with some things, but there's still... It's just not random stuff on there. We sometimes just get things that are very unique that we don't know about.
Well, that may be. On the other hand, I would be the last person to say a Vulcan wrestles with any concept. And don't you raise your eyebrow at me, Spock.
Let me explain. I believe I am the appropriate answer to this question because of my position as captain of the Enterprise.
A captain sailing the emptiness of space. Lives that rely on your every word. I thought that too, Kirk. It is not sufficient.
I disagree, Clar. Without a strong hand at the tiller, shipboard life would dissolve into chaos. Those demands make me the best answer.
It's obvious you have never spent time among Klingons, Kirk. The life of the Klingon warrior is the struggle between control and chaos.
Controlled chaos is how you describe it, Clar? I'm surprised.
Clearly, the Brassica know more of us than you, and I am certainly the one who these aliens intend to answer. My lineage extols the tradition of Kalas.
My reasons for selecting myself are at least as good as yours, Clar.
Spock's on the right track, Jim, but he's still wrong. I focus on the chaos of life. Who struggles more than a physician?
Made some sense, McCoy. And I've heard you were a humble country doctor. Sounded more like a Vulcan.
That's not what he said, but...
No need to be insulting.
Gentlemen, we've had enough chaos to deal with. Interesting analysis, Bones. However, I think I might be the one the Brassica have in mind.
Before I give them my answer, I'm going to save it here.
Save new. Replace previous game.
And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.